Welcome back to SHM Cardboard Kings. Today is mail call. We missed it last week because I had a short week, but we're back and we're loaded up with lots of cards. So many cards. Too many cards, probably. Stacks on stacks. So we're going to go through all of that, and we'll see what singles and stuff I ordered, what came in, what I'm looking on holding, promos, all of that jazz. Alright, so let's begin. I think last time we talked, I talked about wanting to kind of pick up a bunch more of the cold foils. So this batch definitely has a big old batch of cold foils in it. A bunch of grossly underpriced cold foils all over the place. I think some of these I got for all the way down to like 25-30 cents. It's a shame. It's a crying shame. Cold foils, despite never showing up that well with this lighting setup. I don't know what I'm gonna have to do to fix that. I've tested and tried, and that's kind of it. But needless to say, that's kind of good-ish. Needless to say, I just grabbed all of them. I'm probably gonna make a bit of a habit to start checking more often. But these are good, some good ones from Part of the Mistveil. I really enjoyed a lot of the sets that they had. Ooh, oh, actually, that looks really nice. Look at that. Okay, so that shine's coming through there. Maybe I did get the lights in a good position finally. So I got those. Oh, actually, I meant to go through these a little bit. So every year, Pokemon does a little 3-card pack, so you can give them out trick or treat. These cards are worth pennies. Basically, we're all going to strike rich. A pack of these costs about 80 cents a piece, and you can get up to 4 cents worth of cards in them. So it's a pretty solid deal if you want to mass open. Not financial advice. But they're known for their big Pikachu pumpkins. I, of course, am handing out a big old bag of these to all the little kiddies on Thursday, along with some candy. But I always like these. I think they're just reprints. I really don't know if any of these are actually original art, but they're mostly dark, ghost, spooky themed. It seems like at least one cosmic foil in each, and a bunch of little scream tails. So I opened up a couple. I had friends bring his kids over, so I was like, oh hey, get some Pokemon. I want to try some Pokemon. And so the kid opens it, it's excited. Umbreon is his dad's favorite Pokemon. I'm like, perfect. And then at the end of the night, he hands them back. He's like, thank you for letting me play with your toys. You can have these back now. So he wouldn't take them. So I guess I just got a whole bunch of them. He was a adorable little kid. All right, Showtime's route. I think I went for a bunch of super rares this last one. The rare picks for Welcome to Wrath, just so you know, so like on average, right, in recent times, Majestics were a 1 in 4, but back in Welcome to Wrath, Majestics were a 1 in 12 pack, and Supers were a 1 in 6 pack. So they're still more rare than Majestics were, even though Welcome to Wrath Unlimited was printed into the ground. With almost 300,000 boxes, but I'm still picking up some of the rares. The boxes will or won't stay around forever. I know it feels like they do, but it doesn't hurt to pick some stuff up here and there. This I got because I think I just I had to hit the shipping, but I really like Timekeeper's Women foil too. So another foil to add to the foil pile, just because I needed, I think, to hit a shipping quota. All right, what else we got? We got a Never Yield. This is a Dynasty. So if you follow the last few weeks of mail calls, you're gonna see some new faces this time around. I did find a bunch of new cards dipping down to the lows. This is not one of them. Demolition Protocol. I think I had like 5 or 6 of these last week, or 2 weeks ago. Territorial Domain, I famously bought 25 of last week. It hasn't stopped me from picking up more. Will this ever be good? I don't know. Fingers crossed. Ninja defenses. Ninjas, please get good. You may be surprised to see a bunch of History Pack 1, because I really hate the whites, though. All the whites. No, the white bordered cards. I think they look garish compared to the rest of the set. I wish they would have just done. So here's what I don't get is, all they did was change the coloring for the black border History Pack. Why couldn't they have just done that across the board? Or maybe they did it because of how bad the white border looked. But some people still buy them, so people buy them, people sell them. I'll move them, I guess. Crazy Brew, I'm always looking for. Those are a lot of the time sticking down in that like 12 to 15 cent range for a Majestic. Or not a Majestic. Oh, is that Majestic? Oh, now it's Majestic, yeah. What's this? We got a Rusted Relic from Arcane Rising. Oh yeah, I started picking up more of the Circuit Breakers. Now, Iswardi Therianto, he has a fantastic Twitter. If you don't follow him on Twitter, I highly recommend it. Or his art station. He likes to show off a bunch of his different arts. He has the full art, so all of the Evo cards are part of one giant painting, and they just like take blocks out of for cards. They do that a lot. It's really cool. Singing Steelblade, probably my favorite super from Welcome to Wrath, and more Showtimes. The big boss man himself. Let's see, what do we got in here? We got Mutated Masses. Ooh, Spectral Procession. This had a bit of a jump and then immediately died off again, I think right before part of the Misfail. Dimensional? I don't know. Really not sure why or how you're supposed to do the XX. Also why they don't have XX cost cards. It's one of those mysteries that we'll never figure out. What do we got here? Oh, more cold foils. Okay, so this is a cold foil Evo Buzz Hive. I think this is one of those 30-cent cold foils. Frontline Helm. Actually, I think I ordered the entire Frontline set in cold foil, but then the guy who was selling me the legs was like, sorry, out of stock, screwed up the stock. Oh wow, there's some super damage cards coming up. Alright, let's see. So Frontline Gauntlets. Man, I should have paid attention. Rugged Roller. Why they... This is... Okay, this is just straight up damaged. Alright, I'm gonna have to message a homie. I don't know if it's too late. That's bad. That's really bad. This is that level of quality where you should just feel so bad that you shouldn't even sell it. Like, I don't think I bought anything lower than lightly played. And this ain't lightly played. What else we got? Alright, so we got the Rugged Rollers. Another Radiant Touch. Multiple Radiant... And there's the Frontline Plating for the Frontline set. I'll have to see. I might have the full Radiant set too in here. But again, just picking up a bunch of the cold foils. They don't necessarily age as well as everything else. Some of them do, some of them should. I don't know. I have a feeling that with the way that the game is like popping off now, that people, maybe the collectors will start coming back. The sales and the throughput of cards with like Part of the Mistveil and Rosetta have just been nuts. So I have high faith that the collector crew will be back eventually. But until then, let's see. Ooh, more of the Evos. There's the Evo Buzz Hive. I really do think that these like Metrix cards look really cool in cold foil. Because it's not like that flat matte gray. Like it actually lets all the little bits of the coloring shine through. And that is purty. Put that into the cold foil pile. And I'm not sure how long ago. I've been working through a whole lot of backlog, trying to get some stuff posted up. Actually got 2 people requesting quotes for selling collections. Not even collection, I mean bulk. If you are looking to get rid of your old bulk, holiday season's coming. Black Friday, Christmas, lots of reasons to have money. Hit up my website, cardboardkings.shop. There's a form on there. I think it's just called bulk submission. Sell me your bulk. It's a really easy process. Just, make sure the quality. I'm really just looking for near mint, light played stuff. Really not looking for light played for most things, but that's just how most of them end up coming in anyway. So, but sell them to me. I'll send you money, cash money. As soon as you mail them to me, I just double check to make sure that the numbers match up with what you said would be in it. And then I PayPal you within like 2 days. Realistically, it'll be just as soon as I'm done verifying, which shouldn't take too long, except for like super big ones. One of those collections you guys sending me is like 21,000 cards. So that might take me a sec to go through, but it shouldn't be too bad. More of that near mint marking up there. You can see how beautiful that is. Evo Zoom Call. And the charging rods. I really like, oh man. Dude, Bright Lights just had, even like these like crap common cold foils all look so gorgeous. And then let's see, what else we got going on? Oh, and tomorrow we're gonna finish up the MetaZoo opening. I also got a box of Wilderness in. So we'll open up Wilderness, we'll probably do Cryptid Nation Spellbook, and maybe a Wilderness starter deck. And we'll see what shows up. The Hornet Sting. I actually don't think this was normally super cheap, but someone had this one in particular listed cheap, so good for me. It'll look real nice in my binder. Actually I got a couple. I always like Shroud of Darkness. I was a big Cloak and Dagger fan from DC. And he's got serious Cloak vibes like that. Oh, yeah. Looking great. Got a couple of those. Another Rugged Roller. Cold foil. Oh, another Hornet. Man, did I buy it? He must have had 5. Holy roller marks, Batman. I don't know if that'll come through. Actually, I don't even think that's roller marks. I think he just scraped that against concrete. Is that gonna come through? Oh, there he goes. Yeah, look at those scratches. Near mint, folks. Near mint. Can't fight. Oh, jeez. That's crying shame right there. Wow, these piles are growing. These piles are growing. I haven't even gotten to, like, I don't think you guys realize how, like, it was a big, I don't know if I'll get through all these. I'm probably only gonna do this for about another hour and 15, probably till like 8:30ish, but we'll see. We'll see. Then maybe I'll save some for more next week. Oh, how many things did I buy from this guy? This is all from one guy. Or this batch was those ones. So, alright, I'll take those. Deep-Rooted Evils. I have binders and pages of binders of these upstairs. Will they ever be good? No one will ever know. Probably not, though. But you never know. One day they might. Mask of Malicious Manifestations was my first cold foil out of Outsiders when I cracked one case of it and will never crack another case of it. There is the EV on that is miserable. Mask of Shining Perspectives. Oh, there's a good little. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, all the masks are really cool. I actually like. So they're all. I think they're all Iswardi. Therianto. I don't know how to say his name. I'm gonna butcher it a little bit. But if you look at his art station, he actually shows not just the art that they picked for the card, but other variants that he submitted like rough sketches for, or had ideas with. Sometimes he'll do artist proofs of like prior versions of the card that he was like thinking through, and those are really cool to see. Nerves of Steel. Oops, I put this in the wrong pile. My gosh, I really love that Mask of Malicious Manifestations. One cool thing that he mentioned, people were asking like, why, what kind of direction do you get for your art? Like, why do these women have 4 arms, and things like that. And he explains that in actuality, everything is different card by card. So sometimes LSS will give direction with like lore, but other times they're just like, do whatever. And I think that maybe it's already like he is featured very prominently in a lot of their marketing stuff. I think there's a level of trust there with him, so maybe they treat him a little differently than everyone else. But it was really interesting to hear him talk or write about that difference. And I really think you can actually see through his ArtStation links, like when he was given one. So he did the art for Azalea. Bingos, solid. This showed up in Winner Chicken Dinner in our game show on Riled Up this past Friday. Hopefully you caught that. If not, it's on YouTube. Check the bonds. YouTube's up there in the corner. But shoot, what was I gonna say? I'm already blanking it out. Oh, but so his art station, you'll see multiple versions of the cards that he submitted, and by kind of like process of elimination, you kind of see like, oh, this card he obviously had like lore, because these same people look exactly the same and show up doing roughly the same thing in all 3 of them, even though it's like completely different backgrounds and things like that. So that's pretty cool. What do we got here? This must be is this another big batch of cold foils? Stand Ground. This must be Heavy Hitters. Vigor Girth. I'm not sure how I feel about the art on that one. I don't think I'm a fan of that. Not like any of these Evo Buzz Hives. Look at that. Ooh, shiny. Another Rugged Roller. The Bone Basher. Lots of Bone Bashers. Now here is a classic. So when I first started mass buying cold foils, because by golly, if I was going to let cold foils ever sell for under $1 there for a while, Cracker Jacks and Tales of Aria were definitely quite big on my buy list. I can't even tell you. I've probably got pages of binders. Many pages in my binders of like each of those. Aria ones, like the Rotten Buckler, Deep Blue, Ragamuffin's Hat, all those cards. Let's see, we got Skyhole, Keiko, Waves. Ooh, I kind of like that one. Waves of Aquamarine. Actually, yeah, dude, the cold foiling looks so good on that one. I don't think it always necessarily comes through, but like that wave pattern on the sleeves with this, so good. Embrace Adversity. Up next. Oh, got a couple of those. The flat trackers from Heavy Hitters. Kind of like a bronzy cold foil, like that. Gauntlet of Might. I must have went through and bought like almost all of the heavy hitter ones. I really can't remember. It was like 3 or 4 weeks ago. Which is great for these streams, then I'm just as surprised as you guys when half these cards show up. Some of them I remember. Oh yeah, that's a good foil. Ooh, he's so shiny. Some of them I remember or look forward to. I do think I've got like a batch of art cards in here from Magic as well. Oh, make sure these all... Ooh, those flat trackers are... Damn, man. Things are not looking great in cold foil land. No wonder these were sold so cheap. Alright. Which direction do we want to go? Let's keep going through these guys. Really not a big fan of using the binder pages like this. I guess if you're getting it from a collection you've bought already, it's fine. One of the big problems that you're gonna have when you're selling like this is some people cut this off, this here. What happens is that just becomes like a razor blade and slices open the edge of your envelope, and then this thing will slide right out. I've had that happen on a couple orders that I've received. Not a big fan of it. So be careful. Alright, Combustion Point is a... Wait, what the heck is... Ah. Okay. It's the business card, but Combustion Point is a card that I've been grabbing a lot of recently. I think they've always been kind of low, but they've gotten real low recently, so I've just been grabbing all of them up. More Regicides. I really like the Regicides. I kind of want to get the promo once the promo drops down. The promo is the same art, but it's darker. The light isn't there from the thrones, but yeah, I don't know. It's a darker one. It's an old art. It's pretty uncommon. I think there's only like 3 cards that they've done that with. Like I have so many Ice Storms. If I have less than 50, I would be shocked. The foils in particular are also really pretty. Really hoping that we get Alexi back now that we've got. It doesn't even have to be Lexi. Any Ice, Earth or Ice Lightning Ranger, please. Kind of like Jarl. Jarl brought back Ice and Earth. Let's bring back Ice and Lightning. Oh. The Rainbow Foil Icelander is so good looking. Look at that. Fantastic foiling. Got more Crazy Brews. Never say no to a Crazy Brew. You guys know how many Life of the Parties I have. Actually, that might be what I do next week. Maybe next week we finally break out all of the binders. I've got a stack, probably like this, of Life of the Parties I got to put into the binders. Kind of looking forward to that. I normally don't buy heroes, but sometimes if I'm ordering from someone and the hero's like 5 cents or less, why not? Why not? Alright, what do we get? So this got some more regicides, lots more regicides. Wander with Purpose, I actually really like the art for. Just, you know, walking through the streets. Little Benji, Silverwind Shurikens, I've got a big stockpile of. Cyclone Roundhouse, I don't have a ton of yet, but I've been slowly acquiring over the last month or so. I think I just ordered another couple today, actually, 3 or 4. We'll find out either next mail call or the mail call after. Dabble in Darkness. Got a little heart. Northern Winds. These have started sticking out way at the bottom. Alluring Inducement. Portiana. Not really hitting where she needs to. I'm not really sure why they gave her a spec card, but I guess she's okay in Blitz these days. Talk a big game. I don't know if I have any Talk a big games. This might be one of the first. I'll have to double check. I might. It's a cool card. Attune with Cosmic Vibrations. I've always really liked. It's got some, like when it comes to like these cultivation style cards, like the Chinese. I always think of like. This reminds me of a scene from like Defiance of the Fall, which is a cultivation series. But really like the art. Just been doing a lot of them. Ooh, is this Cold Foil Rhinar? Yeah. Wait, why is he Cold Foil? He's not a... Oh, RVD. Rhinar versus Dorinthia. Okay, so this is what the Cold Foil heroes and those look like. These are super cheap nowadays, which is a shame. Oh, ew, look at those scratches right down the middle. People cannot take care of their things nicely. That is a shame. But I like the blood. The blood's all foiled up on him. As well as his weapon. I think I picked up some of the Dorinthias in gold foil too. We'll keep that. Yeah, we'll keep those. Okay. Now this, I don't know how I missed this. Well, I wasn't really doing much when Uprising came out, but I love this card. The art on this is beautiful. Look at that monstrosity. That Frightmare. Oh, ooh, spooky. So I bought a bunch of these, and I mean a bunch. Liquefies, I'm always buying a bunch of. Will it ever pay off? Probably not. That's okay. And a foil Phoenix form. I really love the foiling on the fire in Uprising in particular is just super well done. The overall quality of this card is clearly near mint. You can tell by all the scratches, the smudges, and the fingerprints. What do we got in here? We've got Icelander, Oath of Steel. It's a fairly unique one. Oh, we've got a History Showtime, Dimensional, Shadow of Blasmafet, Wanderer with Purpose. You're going to see a lot of duplicates of cards that I've bought today. Some of them just kind of entered the radar, and so once I get them in my noggin to start buying up, you'll start seeing them more often. The Evo Battery Pack is just a fantastic cold foil. Evo Charging Rods, more Zoom Calls, another Bone Basher. Oh, another Rhinar. Not all totally scratched up, which is always a good sign. I got an Arachne, a Rock, a Helm of Sharp Eye. Maybe we'll get through all these. I guess I'm kind of burning through them now. The real fun part is sleeping everything afterwards and then entering them into the ooh, there's some real damage cards in here. I like sometimes, like especially when I get a collection in, before I even, like, some people will look at every single card, but I kind of like to, I'll do the initial fan, and boy can you see a lot of dings, dents, and bang ups right off the bat. And I'll just pull them all out and then do like the bottom, or if you're feeling real frisky, you can do the corner splay, so you can see two sides at a time, boom, and then you do the other opposite corner. Like look at that damage, lots of damage. Obviously all near mint, TCG near mint, but it is what it is. Rapid fire, tombs. I got a lot of books. Been picking up tons of books. No, they're banned. Is there any chance of the books coming back? Never. Which is a shame. Not really a shame. It's great for the game, but I love the tombs. I especially like all the art, the differences between them. I don't know. Whenever there's like a thematic like line of cards, I usually enjoy those. Forge for War. More. This is a whole bunch of the super rares from Welcome to Wrath. Last Ditch Effort is actually another one of my favorites from this set. That like bluish tint in the back, like the way that it comes through is really cool to me. A bunch of Last Ditch Efforts. Mugenshi Release, another one. Sand Sketch Plans. Man, these are all super rares. I guess I really went all out on this shop. Showtime. More Singing Steel Blade. Ooh, a foil Dimensional Crossroads. Not that great of a foil. That's a shame. I actually just bought a bunch more of these in foil. I really like the foil Frost Hex. Anything that's kind of like icy. Like ice, lightning, runing, that kind of stuff usually comes out really well, and this is both frost and runes. Solid. Can't be mad about it. Hexagore foil. Invert Existence. These I will pay a little bit more for, even though they generally aren't that much more valuable than the non-foil, but gosh, that is a beautiful foil. Okay. Oh, Ice Eternal is... Oh, I don't think I haven't really... Oh, shoot. I've been mixing these... I haven't mixed... Alright, give me a sec here. I gotta get my life together. Okay. You go there. Coil foil. Okay, you go there. Okay, sorry about that. I don't have a promo pile yet. I've actually not got a lot of promos this time around, I don't think, and that's mostly just because I was on a cold foil run. So, we'll see. Ice Eternal is probably one of the most beautiful extended art promos. Big fan of it. Got, obviously, this is... I've probably had promo Ice Eternals on every single mail call, as well as Predatory Streak. I actually really like how they do the green with this. And a Red Hot. Red Hot. Alright, let me see. Can I get the foil? Not really. But yeah, that whole set. Let's see. There, I already got through these. Yes, I probably should have taken out the foils, but oh well. Oh yeah, I forgot. One of my orders came in a deck box. So you know, hey, free deck box. We actually got a whole box of free deck box that people have sent me. That's probably why. It's probably just people rotating the same deck boxes over and over. So we're gonna do this in batches here. Yeah, ready to roll. Bunch of them, super damaged ones. Holy crap, look at the damage on these cards. Deck boxes, man. Microprocessors, Skull Crusher. Wow, that is straight damaged. Gross. Gross. I really should. I don't know. If I didn't hold on to these for so long for mail call, I probably would have immediately sent some of these back. These are bad. Rolling Thunders. That's a shame. Break of Dawn. Another classic promo. Super cheap. These will set you about 24 cents. But I like them. I'm a sucker for pretty much any promo. I did start buying more unlimited cards. I've been holding off not buying unlimited for a very long time, but I think it's probably been long enough that I am just going to be okay with it. It's not even necessarily that I dislike them. It's much more that I'm lazy and I don't want to have to check. I'm not going to be like, oh, it's Monarch? Okay, it's first edition, and it goes. Now I have to double check every single thing, every order, every time I do inventory. So, just kind of a pain in the butt. Mark of the Beast, also featured on our Flavor Text game. Welcome to Flavor Town on Friday. Check the VOD for that. More Invert Existence, Dimensional, lots of Deep Rooted. Oh, please don't be damaged. Okay, Oak and Old. Bought these. I was stocking up on Oak and Olds and Exposed to Elements before the price jumped. So this did end up settling at about $4, and Exposed Elements, I think it's settling around $2 right now. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that and add that straight back onto the store. Ice Storm, I am still hoping at some point to see Ice Lightning Rangers show up. Actually, you know how I said I only had like 50? I think I'm probably over 60 at this point. Oh, there's another Exposed Elements. Even though that's Unlimited and Endless Winter. Even though this is an Oldham spec, but let's see. Tomb of Duplicity. A bunch of Semblance. I got some more Semblance today. Phoenix Form. We saw beautifully in foil. Told you about a bunch of these Frightmares, and I ain't joking. Bought a bunch of Frightmares. Tons of them. Freezing Point. Gorgeous card. Can't go wrong with Ice. I don't know if we'll see that pop off at any point. Fog Down. I don't think I've bought Fog Down before, actually, if I'm going to be completely honest. I'll have to check my inventory. I'll have a separate inventory for my collection of cards. I'll have to double check that. That looks like a new addition to the low price club. Season Savior. I think I went through and made sure I bought at least all of these extended arts. So here's what I don't like. Okay. Flesh and Blood. Legendary Studios. They say, see this? See how the art bleeds into the text? I think some people call it like an art bleed. But officially this is an extended art card. Because the art extends below that. Okay. So this style is also called extended art. Completely different style. Maybe they call it an expanded art, or not a full art, but I don't know. They really should come up with a different terminology. I'm not a big fan of the fact that this is also just extended art. Hello, Mars Deadwood. Yes, I do. Well, I don't play Magic anymore. I used to play a lot. Now I mostly sell it, and I do box openings for Magic Gathering. I've got some Foundations boxes coming. At least one, maybe 2 or 3. We'll see. Collector boxes. So I think that comes out in like 3 weeks, or at least they'll show up here in 3 weeks. So come back in a couple weeks if you're really interested in Magic, and you can watch that. I don't have too much time to play the games anymore. I mostly do the collecting and I do a lot of selling. So I've got like my stores on TCG, eBay, and you can go through like my website to see those. But yeah, I used to be real big. I used to play. Let's see, when did I start? I played from Prophecy up through Darksteel. So I played like way back in the day. And then what I would do is I would just do sealed. So like I traded all of my Magic cards, which huge regret. Huge regret. I had like Bayou and Tundra. I had a bunch of old dual lands. But I traded them for my first gaming computer. What do you need help with Magic the Gathering? You're working on a story when there's 3 characters who are playing. So if you're looking for accuracy and you have 3 people, are the 3 people playing against each other, or are they just playing like 2 people at a time? Because if you're doing like 3 people, you could just be doing, there's this Magic style called Commander. No worries, no worries. There's a format called Commander, which lets you pick a card to be your commander, and that gives you like special abilities, and you can play. Do you know about what year? Is it going to be like a recent? Like, what's the time frame? Like, if you really wanted to cement in, like, yeah, okay. So if you're doing a 3 free for all, it would be a commander style game. It's called Commander, or depending on the time frame, you would call it EDH, Elder Dragon Highlander. So that's why I was going to ask if you want to make it like nerdy and time accurate. If you tell me like what year the story is based in, I can tell you like what sets. Okay. All right, you go look for that. I'm going to keep going through cards here. We got some Seasoned Saviors, more Regicides, more Paydays. I actually started picking those up last time. I'm a big fan of the Paydays. Imperial Ledger. A legendary. This is also one of the, I think the 3 generic 50% printed cards from Dynasty. The Blazing Yoroi. Moracne. Wander. United We Stand. Huge fan of that. 1998. Oh, geez. You don't have a whole lot of sets to play with around then. You also don't have Commander, I don't think, at that point. Huh. So the game came out in 95. So the game hadn't been out very long at all. Let me see. What would be... 98 would... That would probably... Is that Urza block? I'm gonna see if let me pull up, come on. And, what kind of, let's see. I mean that's a pricey card. I would say it depends. I guess so. I mean, I guess I would need to know the framing of, like, are they giving them the Mox Sapphire before the game to play in their deck? Because you wouldn't give someone a Mox Sapphire to play, you'd play it yourself. Okay, so it'd be 5th edition or prior. Yeah, Urza Saga would just be coming out. Oh, they're trading cards. Okay, so I would back about then. A Mock Sapphire would still be like $100+ card. That's a very valuable card, and also a huge staple to a lot of decks. So not something you'd give up easily. So I would maybe make that a bit indicative. Like that's like a hard chase card that people would pay a lot for. Because even up until early 2000s, like 2002, the prices of those went up to $500-$600. So but back then, right after they came out, they were still $100-something card pretty easily. So I'm not sure if you're talking about a kid getting them. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think a kid would have money for a Mox unless they opened it. So that can be something pretty special for a person, and make it probably less likely you trade, or less likely to trade it unless it's for something real cool. I don't know if I would give my mom a Mox Diamond, or Mox Sapphire. She's gonna start off the game with something. Oh, yeah. Well, no, I mean, but that's a prompt you can work off, right? Like once you understand what a Mox Sapphire is, its value, how would a person of that age acquire one at that time period, then you can really go hog wild with it, right? So, just because of how rare it is, anyone without like a full-time job isn't buying a Mox anything. The only way they're getting that's through a pack. A lot of people will treasure a card that they open more than one that they'll buy. So that can impart a ton of extra value into something. So, you could do some sort of flare. You could do some real arm bending with that to get something interesting. Let's see. If they're playing, so they're going to be playing through the Mirage and the Tempest block of cards. Realistically, would be some big cards. Yeah. How would I help you with that? I think what you should do is potentially look for some old gameplay footage. Because the thing is, in a story, you don't have to be completely dead on, or you don't necessarily even want to go play by play, but you can look at What's that? There's a, let me see. There's a format of Magic the Gathering. Is it just vintage? Let me see. Yeah, look for some games on YouTube of what would be called like vintage games, like maybe, and vintage, or like vintage Commander, vintage EDH, and those will have some new cards in them, but a lot of the powerhouses in vintage decks are the cards that come from the time period that you're playing in, or that your story is based in. And then you can pick the steps of, you can like watch a game and be like, oh, I do this, this, and this, because you watch someone who, you know, is playing probably like a $15,000-$20,000 deck nowadays, like play it out a certain way. So that's how I would cheat. I wouldn't use AI to do the actual moves like back and forth. But if you want a back and forth that actually makes sense, I would just watch a professional game or a streamed game of some sort of vintage and start from there. And then just, you know, make sure that any of the cards that you use, I would double check to make sure they have a printing from like Mirage block or Tempest block, or was in like the 5th edition core or 4th edition, realistically. And that's my advice for you. I don't know exactly what type of story you're doing, but like I couldn't tell you two deck types from like 25 years ago and how to play them against each other nowadays. But that's what I would do if I was you. Oh, we'll see. I got, oh, pulled an Olympia. I like that the Olympia has the old extended arts, a bunch of semblances, Phoenix Moore, front mirror. Oh, it's just a regular. Then, bro, you don't. I mean, you don't gotta worry too much about exact details on the Magic, right? I don't know. Some people get overhyped on the details for things like that, but if this doesn't have, here's the thing. If the points aren't driving the story, then you probably, you know, don't really need it. Yeah, I mean, you can just say, you know, they start playing Magic, or, you know, you could make a comment about, you know, oh, this guy's got a blue deck, they're running a red deck, they're running an aggro deck. Like, you don't have to be specific. You can be, oh, it's a, you know, so and so. You can base decks off of people's personality types. Well, I don't know. If someone's very aggressive, you could go like an aggro, which is like in a very aggressive style play. That's, or like a red aggro would make sense for someone more aggressive. Blue is typically, you know, very countering, kind of slows things down. A bit more passive play style. Okay, yeah. Blue Eyes White Dragon is also Yu-Gi-Oh, not Magic the Gathering. So don't bring up Blue Eyes White Dragon. But yeah, oh geez. I mean, I would just look at some big names then in the Mirage block. Realistically, if it's 98, they're playing either Mirage or Visions or Weatherlight. Let's see, who would be big in Mirage? But if you just go to like TCG Player and look up the decks, like Mirage, Visions, and Weatherlight, and just pick some card names out of there, you're probably fine. No, Magic Arena would not be helpful for you. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I can totally see it. But what you're trying to do is you're just looking to name drop, right? So, TCGplayer.com is like one of the biggest card sites for reselling singles. That's where I sell. That's what, like, all these cards I bought came from TCG Player. All these cards I'll sell will also be on TCG Player. But if you just search the set Mirage, Visions, and Weatherlight, then look for like some of the more expensive cards, then you can use those as your like name drops from those sets. The basic, all right, so to understand Magic the Gathering, what is Magic the Gathering? You are a wizard, your opponent is a wizard. Every single thing you play is a spell. Summoning creatures are summoned, they're not just like your minions. So as long as you've got like those name drop cards, I mean, how many turns are you going to be spending on this? I still think you're almost just better off finding a video of an old vintage game on YouTube and then just write down what they did. Like I cast oh geez, who was big in Mirage? Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, you could be like, oh, I drop a swamp, I hit a dark ritual, which was dark ritual is like a 1 for 3 in Mirage. And then let's see, what would you want to play that for? Then like, oh, I cast Forsaken Wastes on turn 1, which would be a ridiculous turn 1. Then, you know, blue can just drop 1 land, and then they probably don't have a card to play. Magic wasn't very fast paced back in the day, except for like unless you had Moxes or, you know, early Dark Rituals, which would be real lucky. So they could drop 1 blue, the next person could drop a red, and then play a Goblin card. Then it could go back to the first person who had the huge first turn. They could drop like a second swamp, play what's this, Shallow Grave? Yeah, they could play Shallow Grave. Oh, you could, oh, I see. Oh, sorry, I'm actually looking at some cool cards. yeah, then the next person could play like Phyrexian Dreadnought, not have the cards a sack. He goes to their graveyard. You play Shallow Grave, bring it back the next turn for a 12/12 with trample. Yeah, I mean it is complicated. it's not. It's like a fairly complex game, which is why if you're not going off the first 3 turns, like I said, just pull up a card list. Like I would just make sure the colors are the same. Like have one person play black, have one person play blue, one person play red, and then just pick some, summon some creatures, kill some creatures. You just want to like summon a creature. They will not attack the same turn you play them. Then have other people attack them. You don't have to make it that complicated. There's definitely a lot of really cool cards in that set. The big money cards, let's see, be like, oh yeah, the Dreadnought Triptych, or no, Phyrexian Dreadnought, Lion's Eye, Diamond, let's go. Yeah, Shallow Grave. Like, if you were going to show that one person clearly had more money or more invested, you could drop, like, that Lion's Eye Diamond getting played. That's like a couple $100 card. Things like that. But like I said, it doesn't have to be this hard. You can just watch an old vintage game. I would just copy it word for word. Almost, right? Like, you're gonna see player order and stuff, and you don't have to know how the game plays to just see, like, because they're gonna call out what they're doing. So just copy what they say they're doing, much like how your characters in the book are calling out what they're doing for the person in the other room to overhear. That's how a tournament plays out. So you won't have to worry too much about that. Alright, let's see. Silo. Oh yeah, I was picking up more of those Widowback cards. Still picking up a bunch of those. Much more ice. I'm still stocking. I was really stocking up on ice before they announced Jarl. Oath of Steel, Blossoming Spellblade, a small favorite of mine, Duskblade. Rip. Endless Winter. Force of Nature is such a cool looking card. I always like the that like life energy going through everyone. More Ice Storms, more Lighted Up. Maybe we'll get Alexi back. I don't know. Bunch Deep Rooted. Invert. Mark of the Beast. Mutated Mass. Lots of duplicates, right? But Shadow of Ursa is still, I think, one of the cooler cards from Monarch. I'm a big fan of this. This was a very hype card pull. Which is why I put Monarch pretty high up on my list of fun boxes to open. Chains of Eminence. This is a newer card for me for picking up, adding to the collection. It's dropped in price. Forked Lightning as well. Pursuit of Knowledge as well. That's a gorgeous card. It really has that same vibe as the Angels in Dusk Till Dawn, and a Rapid Fire. So the reason a monster would be unable to block would only ever really be if, like, you're attacking with a flying monster and they don't have flying. Like, flying monsters have to be blocked by other flying monsters. There are certain cards called walls that can't attack, but they can only block. So those are another thing to look out for. But those all say it right on the card. So if they don't say it on the card that they can't do it, like I said, just pick out some cool looking cards. Make sure that I just go monocolored decks for each player. Just be like all the red cards, all the black cards, all the blue cards, or green, or white. If you've got a homophobic character, probably an all-white deck is up his alley. Then you can go from there. But it shouldn't be too complicated. Ooh, got a foil silver. I think I picked up a foil of a couple of different coins. I like them a lot. Is that another cold foil Rhinar? Oh, this is a hero Rhinar too. This is the promo cold foil, not the RVD that I thought it was going to be. That's cool. This I think is the most I've spent on a card in a long time. This is Best Girl, Lady Barthelmont. Oop. Take her out of the... I think she was like $10, but she's going straight into the binders. All right, best of luck. Yeah, sorry I couldn't be more helpful to you. That's an interesting problem. Hit me up with if you ever finish your book, hit me up. I'd like to hear where it ends up at. Or if you want, how about this? You there's all my socials up here, right? When you get finished writing up that section, if you're still having some doubts about it, send it to my Facebook. I'll read it over, and I'll make sure it makes sense and send it back to you. How about that? I actually do help. I've got a lot of friends who try to... Oh, I don't want to say try to write lit RPG. They do write lit RPG, and I help them out with editing it and proofing it and stuff like that. So, and helping them over their little humps. So, feel free. I don't mind. And I look forward to reading it. I hope you have some inspiration. This is a cold foil Kavdian, Trader of Skins. I really love the merchants. So I had to go back and get some more. Gosh, I wonder if this... I have to go look to see if I already have. Back in the day, the Data Doll and Kavdian cold foils, I don't know if they're the promo code foils. They used to be like $50, $60. I think I bought a Kavdian at like 20 something. I don't think it was even close to that anymore. And then I got the cold foil Yoji, Royal Protector, who honestly I forget even exists ever. If you ask me in 10 minutes who Yoji is, I wouldn't be able to tell you. Dynasty was such... I don't know. The Dynasty heroes, heavy hitter heroes. Like outside of like one hero in each set, pretty much. Kind of duds. Kind of duds, IMO. Another beautiful Chief Rokaton. This is the promo one. This is the promo rainbow foil version. I really love the mentors. I talk about the mentors a lot. Obviously, Best Girl. Yeah, but the full art with the rainbow foil and the promos. I wish they did more with them. Emissary of Tides is another new addition to the promos. Mostly just because I was looking for more Part of the Mistveil promos to add to the binders. Now, Hold Focus. So, I talked a lot in all 5 of my Rosetta case openings to date, which case 6 is coming. It's coming either, oh shoot, which way am I going? It's either, whenever that comes, we're just going to guerrilla opening it like I do most of my cases. But I always talk about the cold foil Hold Focus is Garbo. Yeah, I mean, they don't really have any anime or furry things until like 20 years after your story happened. So things are really grimdark, realistically, like undead, sea monsters, things like that in that time period you're playing. So do not worry about any of that. But this Hold Focus looks awful in cold foil, and I really wanted it in rainbow foil, and then someone in chat said that they made it into a promo, and god, does it look majestic in rainbow foil. I paid a couple bucks for this one, actually. I might buy more. I just love, look at that shine. Oh, more, yeah, some cards just look better in rainbow foil than cold foil. Hold Focus 100% is one of those cards. You can see, you got a cold foil Sanctuary of Aria. If you're like, wait a sec, Sanctuary of Aria, what is that? Oh well, it's the back of every single one of the puzzle pieces. So you probably have way more of them than you think about. But it's not terribly exciting, actually. I really thought it would be way cooler with like the lights, but no, not really. How about that? Kind of lame. Sorry. Slither promo. Another extended art, rainbow foil. Ooh, her back tattoo lighting up like that is fantastic. I love magical tattoos. I can go on and on about magical tattoos. I almost will always try to work in, if I'm the DM for a Dungeons & Dragons campaign, you better bet they're gonna stumble across a band of carnies going through the woods setting up a carnival with a magical tattooist, and they all get one magical tattoo usually, and I love them. Just the idea of having like moving, magical, glowy, colorful, intelligent tattoos on you has always been something I really like. That back window with the flowering, it's gorgeous. And the lanterns glowing like that. Slither is one of the coolest promos. I love that. Oh, we were talking about earlier the Aria cold foils I was stockpiling a lot of. Honing Hood, definitely one of them as well. Sheltered Cove, I think. Oh, this was from, yeah, I was trying to order all of the oh, look at that. That really pops. Okay. Yeah, I like that. That has the same style of like cold foiling that it looks like on the Evo, or the Bright Lights. Yeah, the Evo armor equipment. So yeah, but this is another one of the heavy hitter cold foils. And oh, another of the Waves of Aquamarine. And oh, I think that's the rest of the Mystic set. I might have already had one of these, but I did try to get the whole I like to try to get the whole sets. I gotta find a good way to binder the cold foils. Like, oh, the cold foil equipments, because they're in fours. So I like to do like the whole left side with like the middle for like the armor set, but yeah. More, wow, a lot of Arachnes. I don't know why I bought so many Arachnes. Merciless Battle Axe, I was missing. Spreading Flames, I was also missing. More Last Ditch. Velda, I love Velda. Awakening, another Exposed to Elements. Man, I lucked out on those. Force of Natures, Mutated Mass. That's soul food. Lots of soul food. I've probably got too many soul foods, honestly, upstairs. What is this pack? Oh, wow, that's a big one. Oh, I see. Oh, that's not too bad. That must be for, top loaders. That's for, like, graded cards. Okay. I see you. And we're back. See, look, see this cold foil hold focus does not stand even remotely close to how beautiful that rainbow foil one was. Doesn't stop me from getting more, though. Aqua Seeing Shell. Aqua cards. Ooh, this is a new first one for me. The Mask of Wizened Whiskers. Cool. More Sky Body. A lot more Sky Body. Lots of more. Oh, all the Sky Bodies. All right. And another hat. Let's see. Is that all the Sky Bodies? Let's take a gander. All right. So we'd have chest. We'd have hat. Skywalker. Arms, yeah. So yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, I'll have like the, you have like 3x3 sheet. So I want to put like my equipment here, but then what do I put over here? It sucks that you can only do like one set. I mean, really, I don't know. That looks kind of lame. I don't know. Like I could, even the other direction doesn't really matter. I don't know. I'll figure something out. I have to look at some like 4x4s or something. But the cold foil pile grows. Look at that. That's not even counting the promo code foils. All right. Ooh. Oh, I don't think I had this one. This was also another promo I was missing. The Smashback Alehorn. Lessons in Lava. Oh, that's Arcane Rising. Super rare. Another Rusted Relic. More Jack-o'-lanterns. I mean, tis the season. And I think I only had red, so I wanted a yellow and a blue. Into the promo pile, Evo Magneto. That's just fun to say. And another Emissary of Tides promo. Gorgeous promo. Like, I really like that full art foiling on those, or the extended art foilings. Ooh, getting the seasons changed and my sinuses go plug. Ooh, Twinkle Toes. This is a Rosetta special here. I like Twinkle Toes. Just the name. I like saying Twinkle Toes. This is a cold foil. Quelling rope. Not really. A bit. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Seeker's Gillet. Kinda shows, not really. Oh, there we go. Some mediocre. Oh, more of the front line. So yeah, so I got 3 of the 4 front line in the set. 6. I don't have, I think, the legs. The Annals of Sutcliffe. So this is a cold foil rare from Dynasty. I like all things Sutcliffe. Oh, look at the shine on those. Oh, all the candles. Okay. Yeah, I like that. That's a solid cold foil pickup. Ah, looks like magic. We'll save you for last. Ooh, this is interesting. Interesting packing. Okay. I guess it's not moving. Okay, we got more super rares from Welcome to Wraith. Sand Sketch Plan. Maul. Big fan of Maul. And oof. Oh, so yeah, let's look at the foil Maul. The foil Maul. Look at the fangs come through on that. That's great. Yeah. And then the foil Regicide. Oh. Yeah. Good job, Arachne. Who's a good boy? Whew. More showtimes. Is that no, not a foil. Ooh, okay. System failure I've got a whole bunch of from opening up a ton of Bright Light cases. But Gore Belching is just a great name. I love thinking about Gore Belching. What is Gore Belching? What would happen with you while you're Gore Belching? Everything about it's great. Big fan. Oh no, my majestic pile's a little high. Let's split that there. Oh, more Dig Up Dinner. Super damage. Not like that's TCG player near mint right there. Super damaged. Okay, ready to roll. Wander with Purpose. Force of Natures. I'm gonna actually have to go through and condition all the cards before I even start sorting them. That's gonna be miserable. More Fulminates. I've got probably 50 Fulminates and a whole bunch of Frostlocks too. Any day now. Frost Lightning Ranger. Come on, next Armory deck. Yeah, let's go. Wow, I didn't remember ordering this many Oak and Olds, but you're going back on the store almost immediately. Sorry about that. Winter's Wail, Oldham's Weapon, as well as Starvo. How do I keep screwing this up? Okay, it's just twisting. Getting twisted. Ooh, ooh. Okay, whatever. But yeah, so, I mean, this 2 Oak and Olds, 2 Exposed Elements. I probably paid 20-30 cents a piece for these bad boys. I'll probably get about $4 a pop. It's why I buy so many so cheap. Mutated Mass, Hexagore. I think all of the Oak and Olds that I bought paid for this entire lot. More Chains of Eminence and Raiden Duskbane. Raiden Duskbane actually looks amazing in foil. If you can grab one, I highly recommend it. Not everything looks better in foil, but that most certainly does. Yoji, the Forgotten Hero. I said I forgot already about that hero, and I did. I was like, wait, who's Yoji? Okay, but it's rainbow foil. Rainbow foil heroes are pretty, I almost said poggers. Oh my gosh. There's a foil exposed to elements. Man, I'm popping up. I just sold 2 of these for like $3 a piece today. I just mailed them out this morning. But that's Yoji, your royal protector. Okay. Alright, yeah, let's get some promos in here. We got Soup Up. 2 Soup Ups. Not a lot of promos. Honestly, usually my promo pile is as big as my Majestic pile, but I don't even think... I think I've got twice as many cold foils as I do promos this time around. Though I will admit, this was not as cheap overall because, like I said, I did pick up some of those like $10, oh, at least one $10 card today. I'm an exorbitant spender. Can't believe I spent $10 on a single Flesh and Blood card. Some would call that a sin, a shame. Forge for Wars. More of them. Yeah, I did go really hard on the super rares. Hurricane Technique. More super rares. Welcome Wraith. A lot more Crazy Brews. Bonehead Barrier. Another super rare. I think this was actually the last super rare I needed in Alpha Welcome Wraith to finish off all my super rares. I'll double check. I haven't actually, that's something I haven't worked on in a long time. I used to pick up like as many of like the Alpha or OG3 sets, like Crucible, Welcome, Arcane, and then try and finish out those collections, and then I just kind of forgot about it and started going way harder on just like mass buying Majestic, super rares, and promos, and cold foils. But I gotta put my collector pants back on, put my money where my mouth is, and probably take a gander. Take a gander what we got left over there. Wow, another big batch. Okay. And then, I'm gonna go ahead and preemptively. Then you're gonna see another one of my dirty secrets. Oh yeah. Ooh! Oh, I'm so excited for that one, actually. Okay, let's finish up the Flesh and Blood before we get to what I'm really excited for. I totally forgot that I ordered, but we're gonna look at that. Oh, so we just got some commons. Like I said, I bet you... Oh yeah, these are definitely all a penny. If I see a penny card, I'm buying it. Like, if you're selling a card for the same price that I buy bulk at, buddy, I'm buying it. Yeah, I think that's what all these are. There's no way you're making money selling a card for a penny on TCG Player. Don't do it. So many people cost themselves out. Oh, that frosting looks really cool. Oh wow, I got a bunch of them. Okay. Critical Strike. Oh, that looks cool too. People don't understand how shipping works. People don't understand how to calculate their cost, how to make money. It is a shame. Oh, that's Majestic. Please, if you have questions, ask me. Ask me if you want to learn how to sell trading cards. How you want to, not lose money on every deal. You're like, wow, I sold 5,000 cards and I have made 10 cents. Well, what happened? It's probably your shipping more than anything. And it's stupid stuff like selling your cards for a penny when you paid half a penny, and then your fees are like 3-4 cents probably per card, if not way higher. I got another one as well. A foil critical strike. Ooh, more cases. So get it together. Fill out some spreadsheets. That's what I do. Lumina Ascensions. Dust from the Red Desert. These, I'm telling you, people. Alright, so Thursday is Osaka. People are expecting big news about the next set. I think everyone's expecting Monarch. I expect Uprising. Uprising, I think, is going to continue on. Just because out of nowhere, a couple people started buying out these Dust and Ash cards. Which is very suspicious. So either someone got leaked information, or a lot of people are really hoping. So do with that what you will. All right, Big Bop. I think I might have even just got this one to get it in foil. Vigorous Engagements. Foil Wage Agilities. Ooh, Brutal Corners. Brutal Corners. What did they do with these? Did they put these in a bicycle and make whoop, 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 whoop noises? Huh? You guys are killing me. Now, here's where the important cards come into play. Now we're back to Magic the Gathering. What Magic the Gathering cards did I buy? Obviously, a Japanese Hatsune Miku Secret Lair. I appreciates me some Hatsune Mikus. Oh, look at that. In foil and non-foil. Oh, yeah. Secret Lair. Fierce Empath. Yeah, some of these I was just clearly... I just looked at what they had and bought them all. Whoa. Look at that. Ain't that the coolest shit? That's another Secret Lair. Jaxus the Troublemaker. Legendary creature. I love this. I've never seen a Magic card like this. I wonder if they do a whole set. They had better have done a whole set. That is fantastic. More Hatsune Mikus. And normal and in rainbow foil. Love me some Hatsune Mikus. There's some more Hatsune Mikus. Oh, so good. Ooh, a foil. What is that? Brothers War Retro Frame Artifacts. Jalam's Tomb. I like that. I like that a lot. Can't go wrong with a classic Millstone. Same Brothers War Retro Frame Artifact. And gosh, I could not tell you. MAT. I don't know why I bought that one, but it's cool. They will go to the binders. Especially these Hatsune Mikus. Oh, man. Gorgeous. And I like Japanese ones, so. I think they're generally cheaper in Japanese. I need to figure out what set this is. I absolutely have to know what set this is. This is fantastic. Alright, what else do we pick up? I don't even know. I think I got a bunch more. Oh yeah, penny foils. I'll pick up a penny foil every day of the week. Is there a back to that? No. Okay. These are just all art cards. Oh yeah, a bunch of art series cards. What direction is that? There? Oh, okay. Beautiful. Upside down. Cool. Art series cards are almost always like under a dime. So if you just want collect some cool art cards. Actually, what I really want to get is some of, What was the last? The barrow? All the cute little critters. That's pretty badass. Oh, don't autofocus differently. Okay. Yeah, just buying a whole bunch. Ooh, Balrog. Gandalf. Fighting it out. And what are you? Cleaving Reaper. Cool. Alright. Alright. The Kalaheim. Ooh. Oh, and a Frontier Seeker. Yeah, these are definitely penny cards. It's a shame. Some of these look so gorgeous. And you just throw them away for a penny. Another Outlaw Thunder Junction card. I guarantees it. Oh, yeah. Does it not say? Oh, yeah, no. Right in the middle. Outlaw Thunder Junction. I really liked a lot of the other cards they did with Outlaw Thunder Junction. Oh, wow. Look at that. That's, I don't know. That's just cool art cards. People don't appreciate the arts. But that's fine. That makes it real easy for people like me to fill up a binder on super cheap art cards. Look, he's playing Halo. Cool. Cool. It's a signed art card. Some reality shattering of some sort. Cassidy McCree. Yeah, those are some cool art cards. Alright. Maybe I'll try and pick up some more of those. I don't know. I like to look at them, put them in a binder, go through them every once in a while and take a look. But I'm going to cut it there. A little over an hour and a half. I've got some cards to relist immediately for mucho dollars. I got to look into more of these secrets. This card, I don't know. There's just something about this Magic card that speaks to me. It speaks to me so much. I really like that. We have to see if there. I hope there's more of these, and hopefully they're not too expensive. I'm gonna go buy all of them. But yeah, this was the theme of this week. Cold foils, lots and lots of cold foils, and these will all go get double sleeved into a binder to never see the light of day again, probably. But these are my investment Majestics. So. Thank you all for coming and watching. I know there's been a tangent there in the middle about a story, but I'd like to help anyone who's willing to come by and watch the stream. If you have any questions, please ask away. As I told Mars Deadwood, my socials are up in the top left. The easiest way to contact me is Facebook. I never check Instagram, though apparently I'm gonna have to start checking it here in a sec. And also Twitter. I log into Twitter every once in a while. Mostly that's where I'm posting my schedules. So if you want to see what my schedule is, I'm streaming today, Mail Call, obviously. Tomorrow I'll be doing MetaZoo opening, and then Friday will be Riled Up with Andrew, it's a podcast where we talk about all things flesh and blood, which is what most of the opening here was, and this beautiful mat. So with that, I bid you adieu. Thank you. I hope to see y'all tomorrow, and I'll catch you then.